Anxious.
They're anxious about his health.
He was anxious to preserve his reputation.
He seemed anxious about the meeting.
She kept looking anxiously at her watch.
The stockholders anxiously awaited the release of the new drug.
Anxious.
Awful.
We had awful weather.
A great forest fire is an awful thing to see.
I don't know how you can bear to read that awful rag.
We had awful weather. That destruction was awful.
Awful.
Consist.
Today's choices for lunch consisted of pizza, hamburgers, and hot dogs.
The development will consist of 66 dwellings and a number of offices.
They've won a few games this season, but they lack consistency.
It consists of a long silk tunic that is slit on the sides and worn over loose pants.
The committee consists of 10 members.
Consist.
Desire.
My sister desires a big house and lots of money.
What is the desired outcome that makes all the effort worthwhile? She has a great desire to have a baby.
The fashion industry exploits this natural desire and turns it into a capricious, impractical, and expensive rush from one style to another. My sister desires a big house and lots of money.
Desire. Eager.
Children was very eager to travel. When Westerners arrived in Australia in 1788, the 300,000 Aborigines who lived there were. Some conservatives also see no conflict between their small government views and their eagerness for the government to allocate more money for roads into national forests.
We're not eager to go.
She's very eager to learn about Roman numerals.
Eager.
Household. Our household is made up of my father, my mother and me.
In the US, most household current is AC at 60 cycles per second.
In the last 20 years, the actress has become a household name throughout the world.
That shop sells a lot of household appliances.
Grocery stores sell food, clothing or household items are called supermarkets.
Household.
Landscape.
The landscape is so beautiful that I don't want to leave.
Select the landscape option when printing the file. She specializes in landscapes. White villas set among landscaped gardens.
The park was beautifully landscaped.
Landscape.
Lift.
The man tried to lift the box.
Ant may lift things being much heavier than its weight.
When it comes to housework, he never lifts a finger.
She has trained to lift weights.
To change the cartridge, you have to lift the cover.
Lift.
Load.
The man loaded the boxes into a truck.
The main benefit is one operator can control the loading of grain, coal, gravel, etc.
Can you help me load the dishwasher? He can tell they are loaded with lots of juice.
The expectant travelers, loaded with luggage, left the hotel for their scheduled flight. Load.
Lung.
She died of lung cancer.
The windpipe is connected to each lung by a large airway, called the bronchus. I just felt like screaming at the top of my lungs.
They drained a lot of fluid from his lungs.
My illness has something to do with my lungs.
Lung.
Motion.
The police officer made a motion with his hand. His contribution to the project will surely set the wheels in motion. In physics we study basic principles of force and motion. The swaying motion of the ship was making me feel seasick.
The motion of fan's wing is rotational.
Motion. Pace.
I ran the race at a slower pace than my friend. The Americas were populated at an astounding pace.
The puppy can keep pace with his mother.
Time seemed to go at a glacial pace.
Many people were not satisfied with the pace of change.
Pace.
Polite.
These children are so polite.
These children are so well-mannered.
She forced herself to be polite to them.
Throughout the interview, she was trying to remain polite while avoiding direct eye contact.
It is not polite to ask questions about age, marriage, and income.
Polite. Rapidly.
The train moved rapidly on the tracks.
The industrialization of Japan took place rapidly.
Income inequality is increasing rapidly.
The local currency was rapidly devaluing.
The cells began to divide rapidly.
Rapidly.
Remark.
The teacher remarked on how quickly the students were learning.
The president used today's speech to expand on remarks he made last month. I get frequent remarks about what a beautiful woman I am. This remark seemed to agitate her guest. For a haunted castle, Chillingham certainly appears to be remarkably popular.
Remark.
Seek.
The couple have sought help from marriage guidance counselors.
We do not seek to exclude or limit liability for fraudulent misrepresentation.
A seek and find order is a court order made to locate a child's whereabouts.
Practically, this implies that our task is to seek out new experiences.
He said he would seek to unify the Conservative Party.
Seek. Shine.
The sun shines everywhere. I'll be on time, rain or shine. The sun shines everywhere. The inside is filled with beautiful dark red seeds that shine like the red jewels called rubies.
The sun shone brightly in a cloudless sky.
Shine. Spill.
I spilled the coffee on the table. Why did you spill the beans about our new project? It was supposed to be top secret.
Some of the wine spills onto the floor.
I spilled the coffee on the table. A serious oil spill has occurred in the sea.